This is the difference between the federal funds rate, the discount rate, and the reserve requirement ratio, or rate. The federal funds rate is an interest rate that banks charge each other to loan and borrow money from each other. The discount rate is another interest rate, but it is the rate that the Fed charges banks to borrow money from it. And then the reserve requirement rate, or ratio, is the rate or percentage of money that banks need to keep in their reserves. And so the reason why the reserve requirement rate exists is because when we put money in a bank, it doesn't just stay there, or else banks would never make profits. It's loaned out or invested. And so if everyone at once were to say, okay, I want to go to the bank and get my money out, that'd be a huge problem. So banks need to keep a certain percent of reserves. In terms of the federal funds rate and the discount rate, some things to know is that the federal funds rate is actually not set by the Fed, it's set by the market and then influenced by the Fed, but the discount rate is set by the Fed. And so oftentimes these rates are used to control inflation and deflation and help the economy. So if interest rates are super high, that's going to make people not want to borrow as much money and not want to spend as much money, so it will slow down the economy, and usually that's used to help with inflation. And same with the reserve requirement. If there's a high reserve requirement, then there's going to be less money for the banks to loan out, and that'll also help with like slowing the economy and usually help inflation. But yeah, that's a quick definition. Hope this helps.